What's up, people? Good afternoon. Today's video is gonna be another one of my, I don't want to say rants, but a discussion, if you will. I am a firm believer in the Second Amendment. I love guns. I do. I love shooting them, owning them, video games, whatever you will. You know, I am the type of person that if you feel like you need to own a gun, own one. As long as, of course, it's within the confines of the law. You know, I don't believe that somebody should just go off the streets and be like, yo, let me go to this guy right here that's got a gun with a scrubbed off serial number so I can do it to do illicit things. You know, I like hunting, sport shooting, home defense, personal defense. You know, I'm a firm believer in that, you know, because it's my right as an American. So I got up this morning and I scrolling through Facebook, whatever, and I seen this video. Now right off the bat, I'm like, okay, so what if guns were regulated like cars? Which, honestly, I don't think you can do. I mean, you're looking at two completely different things here. One is a mode of transportation, the other one is a fucking weapon. So anyway, it continues on. So it's saying stuff like, what if your weapon needed like a title and a registration, like a vehicle would? And I'm thinking, I don't know. So I sit and wait and see where this video's going. Here you go. So it's saying stuff like, what if gun owners needed to pass a test, like a written exam and stuff? So I'm thinking, they mean like driver's ed or something like that, then yeah, I can kind of get behind that. You know, most people, they'll probably be annoyed by stuff like that, but somebody like me, you know, I have nothing to hide. You know, I have a 100% clean, squeaky clean record. I don't plan on doing any illegal activities, you know, robberies, muggings, murder and stuff with my weapon. So, I mean, it's not gonna bother me. I go take a test for what, 20 minutes, maybe get a free day off of work or whatever, some shit, whatever. I mean, that doesn't bother me, you know, but it continues. Okay, so the next part is talking about, like, you need like a health exam. Like, I don't know if they mean like a physical exam, because I don't know if you see most hunters. Most hunters are like fat or, you know, kind of stocky people because they're sitting like a deer blind, you know, some shit like that. You know, hopefully they mean, you know, like a mental assessment. Like, I'm actually all for that. You know, I don't want no crazy motherfucker buying a gun and going around and, let's say, I don't know, shooting up a school. You know, so carry on. So this next part is kind of where that line, you know, you're getting kind of close to that line. You know, you need to spend a certain amount of time with a professional. I don't know if you realize this, but America's a pretty big place, and a lot of people have guns. And I don't think the vast majority of people are actually going to sit down with the professional and spend X amount of hours getting gun training. It'd be nice. You know, I think one of the biggest problems that, or I should say one of the biggest fears that people have with guns is they don't know how they operate. You know, they see a weapon, they see a pistol or a rifle or something like that, and they instantly think, scary tool, scary tool. Well, some people have that same fear when they look at a wrench, when they got to work on their car. You know, oh, it's scary. What if I fuck up? You know, what if I break something? You know, I think if a lot of people actually spent time with the weapon, maybe fire off a few rounds, you know, maybe they'll have a little more understanding about it, that it's not just, you know, some murder tool. You know, there's a lot more uses for a weapon, you know. Like I said, home defense, hunting, sport shooting, you know, like shooting little skeets and shit like that. You know, there's a lot more to a weapon than just bang bang you're dead, or, you know, I'm a home invader and I'm gonna kill you and your family, shit like that. So there's a lot more to it. So I can see that last part, but maybe in a different way, you know, just to familiarize people with the gun. Not so much as you need 100 hours of range time before you can get your, before you get your gun permit or before you can buy this Glock or something like that. Maybe explain that part a little more to me. But I carry on. Now this is the part that really I don't want to say it pissed me off, but it's one of the most dumbest things I have ever seen. Probably to date. Probably at least in all of 2018. This is the dumbest shit I've ever seen. Okay, so essentially what you are saying is, say I own it's your run-of-the-mill, easy to acquire 9mm pistol, okay? And there's been a slew of murders with this same particular model of 9mm pistol. So because of other people misusing their weapon or using it the wrong way, killing innocent people or doing whatever, my gun gets recalled. Nope, not seeing it. Not seeing how that's gonna work. So they're comparing it to, oh, well, if a lot of people die in vehicles, that vehicle's recalled. That's not true. That's not true at all. In fact, let me show you something. Now right here, you've seen a list of, I think it's the most dangerous cars of 2016, and Mazda 5, Mazda CX-9, Kia Rio, Hyundai Accent, Nissan Versa. I'm pretty sure the vast majority of you guys passed by at least one or two of these cars just going to the fucking liquor store. Let's see what it says for you. Okay, the Kia Rio, the 2016 Kia Rio is a step up from the 2011. Great. One of the most deadliest vehicles on the road. In 2011, the compact car received poor side ratings. This was one of the most unsafe vehicles for years. The Kia Rio, the Nissan Versa, and the Hyundai Accent were involved in millions of fatal accidents. Millions of fatal accidents. Yet these cars are still on the fucking road today. I understand, people, they're afraid of weapons. And this day and age, it's rightfully so to be afraid, because there's a lot of crazy people out there with a lot of crazy weapons. But don't punish the people who do shit the correct way, the legal way. All the weapons that we own, purchased properly. We went through the proper background checks and whatnot. We have clean records. We don't misuse our weapons. They stay locked up and away if they're not being used, which is hardly ever. Okay, we have weapons, but we don't use them all the time. We're not carrying them in our vehicles, or I'm not concealed carrying when I go up the street. We are responsible with our guns. And just because Joe Schmo up the street decides to, juggle 3 9mm and see which one is going to go off first, or walk into a school or some shit and start shooting stuff up, why are you going to come down harder on us that are doing it legally? If you really want to make a difference, why don't you go after these people that are illegally modifying these weapons, that are getting them off the street, with filed off serial numbers from some dealer around the corner and stuff. Why don't you go after them? Us law-abiding, gun-toting people, Americans, are not doing anything wrong. If we want to go hunt some animal, because we like deer meat, we're going to go fucking do that. If we want to go shoot some targets at the range and blow off some stress, we're going to go fucking do that. If I want to defend my house with my weapon from an intruder, I'm going to fucking do it. That's all there is to say. Y'all have a great day.